everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be counting down my picks for the top 5 Sapphire cards in Disney Lorcana, the first chapter. Now, of course, this is all just my opinion. Keep that in mind. Comment down below your thoughts on my opinion and what you would change about this list. Because, although I have tested the game quite a bit, I'm not by any means a pro, a professional. I haven't played hundreds or thousands of games like some people have. And there's a good chance you have. So let me know your thoughts down below. And without further ado, let's get into the video. At number 5, we have Aurora Dreaming Guardian. Aurora Dreaming Guardian protects your characters from removal spells because it gives all other characters ward. It also has Shift 3, which allows you to play it on top of Aurora Regal Princess as early as turn 3. Now this is better later in the game because it allows you to protect your late game threats. But Aurora Regal Princess is fine enough on its own that Dreaming Guardian being added to the mix is very good. Dreaming Guardian has decent enough stats that makes this a very powerful card, and ward ability is just absolutely insane against Ruby decks and Steel decks. So this is something you're going to be wanting to play in a lot of Sapphire decks, in my opinion at least. Number 4, we have Develop Your Brain. Develop Your Brain is one of the only card advantage cards in the game, and it does a very good job at it. It's sort of like Anticipate or Consider from Magic the Gathering. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand and the other on the bottom of your deck. This lets you look at 2 cards and draw one essentially. This is incredibly powerful play on turn 1 as it lets you filter through your deck to get the cards that you want in your hand. It's fine in the mid game because it lets you find your mid game or even late game threats, and on top of that it's inkable. So if you have multiple copies of it, or you just need to get something out, you can ink it. Card advantage is really hard to come by in this set, so any instance of it is really, really powerful. For the key cards here, I have Hades, Infernal Schemer, and Maleficent Uninvited, because I feel like Develop Your Brain lets you find your threats, and these are 2 of the best threats in this color. At number 3, we have Fishbone Quill. Fishbone Quill is one of the best ramp cards in the game at the moment. For only 3 ink, you can put any card from your hand into your inkwell face down by exerting it. So this means this is a repeatable effect. This card is inkable as well, meaning that if you need the extra ink that turn, you're able to do so, while cards like Mickey and One Jump Ahead don't allow you to do that. Lastly, this card allows you to ink uninkable cards because it says put any card from your hand into your inkwell face down. This also means it doesn't enter exerted. As for the key cards, I chose Dragonfire and Belle, Strange but Special. Dragonfire is a very powerful removal spell and is often played alongside Fishbone Quill in Ruby Sapphire ramp decks, but its main drawback is that it's not inkable. Fishbone Quill lets you do that in situations where you need to. Belle is just a great ramp payoff, and it has a similar effect to Fishbone Quill, but it's a little more expensive. At number 2, we have Let It Go. Let It Go is a great removal spell, and it's the best in this color. Not only that, it's singable and it's inkable, meaning in the late game you're able to cast this for free or use it to keep ramping. As for the key cards, I chose Tinkerbell Giant Fairy and Aladdin Heroic Outlaw, as they're both threats that Let It Go deals with pretty easily. As for number 1, you probably guessed it, and it was in this video earlier if you're paying attention. It's going to be Belle, Strange but Special. When this card was spoiled, people were going crazy trying to throw it in every deck they could possibly think of. I've seen Sapphire decks that don't have any ramp payoff other than Belle. And I think that's a bit absurd, but I do think this card is extremely powerful. Belle, Strange but Special has 2 abilities. Read a book. During your turn, you may put an additional card from your hand into your inkwell face down. Similar to Fishbone Quill, this card does not have to be inkable. Actually, it does. That's my bad. I'm sorry about that. The card does have to be inkable, is what I meant to say. And it has the ability, my favorite part, while you have 10 or more cards in your inkwell, this character gets +4 lore, meaning in attack it can quest for 5. This card allows you to ramp in the early game, and it's an amazing late game threat. As for the key cards, I chose Maleficent Monstrous Dragon. Maleficent Monstrous Dragon is very powerful, and getting it out turns early is very key to its success, as 9 ink is very hard to get to in a non-ramp deck. Belle lets you do this very early in the game, along with other ramp cards, and Maleficent's effect will inevitably turn the game around. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Like I said earlier, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, see you later.